Right. Are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look a little green in the face. Or maybe Viridian in artist speak. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. I wonder if Godot's gonna show up now that Phoenix is back out. How's your temperature now, pal? Only around 102.2 degrees, nothing to worry about. No, that's something to worry about, Phoenix. That's too high. Jesus. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Yeah, we need to figure out if it was the sword or if it was something else. Yeah. In the end, the shitty Cheeto did not deliver the deadly blow, which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Another sword, huh? Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself or I'll eat my coat. Get this man another coat. Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. That is probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into. And that is our client's background. Naturally. You mean Iris, sir? I have the feeling that we've met before. All I want is a confirmation, one way or the other. And since I probably won't be getting that from you, I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I bid you adieu, right? Take care. Bye, Edgy. Thanks for coming. Guess I should get moving too. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I've got to get to work on this bridge, pal. What, you going to repair the bridge? Oh, right, we've got to get Maya. She's been stuck over there. And can we find Pearl, please? That's worrying me a lot. I'm rigging something up so we can get across to the other side. Ah, that's right. Maya's still stuck over at the inner temple. But don't worry, pal. As soon as it's all set up, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. You knew it. What you noticed is right. Okay. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours. Alright, I'm off. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out, I promise. So, I'm wondering if we're noticing the same thing. I haven't brought it up, but is it by chance to do with the sketch? Because I've noticed something as well. Yes, it does. Is it by chance the shape of the bridge wires? Because I noticed straight away they're not a diagonal crisscross pattern. No? It's not the fact that the bridge wires are doing like a diagonal crisscross and then they connect there in the middle. Because the bridge doesn't look like that. I mean, I know that that could just be Larry not drawing it properly, but that's what I noticed. But you've noticed something different. Okay, well, we'll see how this plays out then. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out, I promise. But in the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence. So you've noticed something about that sketch. Well... Alright, it might come to me. Looks like about 20 yards to the cliff over there, but I can't see the inner temple from here. I really hope Maya's okay. Azakura Temple doesn't have a single private phone line, and there aren't any houses in the area, so I guess Bikini is the only one who uses this. I really wish I had brought my cell with me. Now it's really more of a dusty bridge than a dusky bridge. That kidnapping incident happened here 11 years ago, so maybe it's cursed too. That thing looks like it's ready to collapse, or at least more than it did before. According to Bikini, Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes. Which reminds me, if my memory serves correctly, Edgeworth isn't a fan of earthquakes. That's right, yeah, because of the earthquake when he was in the elevator when he was a kid at the plot building and all the power went out, and then Von Karma, Manfred Von Karma, shot his dad. He doesn't like earthquakes. There's a narrow path going off in a different direction than the main hall. Looks like someone has taken the effort to write to Heavenly Hall on the signpost. I wonder if Larry wrote that. Anyways. So let's go down to Heavenly Hall first. Let's see what's here. Looks like no one's here. Larry! Larice, I guess. I was sure he'd be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. Let's examine. Look at this graffiti scrolled right on the front of the shack. At least he managed to get a pretty good likeness. When I really think about it, I guess art kind of suits him. I mean, his very existence is an art of sorts. I mean, you've got to admit the guy does have skills if he drew all this, right? Stuff is really ruining the beautiful atmosphere around here. So inappropriate. Like Sister Bikini in a bikini. Gotta think of the kittens. The snow is really piled up on the straw roof. It's otherworldly, like something out of a fairy tale. Well, the roof part anyway. The sign says Heavenly Hall. Yeah, thanks a lot, Phoenix. Mental image. Get it out. I guess it's pretty fitting that you spent the night in this little freezing shack. You'd probably find yourself at the pearly gates by morning. These steps lead up to the foot of the dusky bridge. Coming down is a cinch, but going back up doesn't look like a walk in the park. I'm starting to understand why rivers always want to flow downstream, not up. This is the famous Eagle River. I got to try out its rough rapids the other night. They say it has really a strong current. And they weren't kidding. It's both powerful and fast-flowing. I was dead lucky. I mean, lucky not to be dead. More like. Hehe. Yeah, no, nobody needed that mental image. Not a soul in the world. That's Dusky Bridge up there. It's amazing how clearly you can see it from far away. Larry supposedly saw everything through the shack window. Not much light gets down here, so it must be pitch black at night. But this area was probably illuminated that night because of the burning bridge above. Here's the thing though, the trees are kind of in the way, aren't they? Like, really? How did he see it from there? But, oh well. Alright. Let us move on. Main gate. Come on, please! It's for art's sake, I swear! I smell the butts, you guys. There's only one guy I know could be this persistent and high-strung. I'm talking about the heroine here. The heroine in my book. It'll make you famous. Ah! Oh god, are we still here with the whip? Enough. A fool's who's foolishly accepted the foolishness of a fool's fool. Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix Wright? Huh? Me? Wait a second, I know you. You're, ow! God damn. Your reflexes and mine need to shape up. My brain's frying like a sunny side up and you want to grill me over a name? Frenzy, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death. Or so I'm told. Oh! Whip a dead horse. Isn't that one of your American sayings? No, it's not. I'm not on the brink of anything. Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? Tell her she needs to model for my new picture book. Franz's Whippity Whip Trip. Stop talking, Larry. Before you ask me to model, learn to give at least semi-coherent testimonies. And before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. I don't care what anyone says, I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you, whoosh. Just like that dude with the red underwear. Oh yeah, Spider-Man. I know who you mean. Don't think I'm gonna give you guys don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize. Oh, and off in a huff he goes. It's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix Wright. Examinations. I'd love to know what the thing was used for on the night of the crime. Ha, still thinking small, I see, Phoenix Wright, or perhaps not at all. That's why you'll never defeat me. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I don't recall ever losing to you. Ah! Ouch. It's time for us to settle this once and for all with one final showdown. Looks like she's mentally blocked out my victories over her from her memory. This is one impressive gate. Compared to the grandeur of the main gate of the Von Karma estate, it's but a pet door. It looks really idyllic with all that snow on it, don't you think? All that snow? Don't make me laugh. This is but a light dusting where I come from. Don't make things up just because you'll think you'll get to see... Don't make things up just because you don't think I'll ever get to see it for myself. Guys, my reading's falling apart, sorry. You can see the main hall from here. I wonder how the head nun is holding up. Oh, wow. Is that an inkling of human kindness I sense? Apis, hello. Aye. Oh, watch out for the whip. Do you enjoy causing other people pain with that sharp tongue of yours? Nothing compared to the pain you cause with that leathery whip of yours. Yeah, look where it is. It's Von Karma, and we have a whip meter on the stream, and it's now up to 68. It's crazy. She whips people way more than Godot drinks coffee. It's a quaint little bell tower. I never would have thought that something this horrible was about to happen when Iris rang the lights out bell that night. Chitter chatter. Have you been in Germany at all this time? That's right. Extending my perfect win record, naturally. Oh, joy, sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge! Franziska was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13 because of course she was able to practice law at that age in this universe. Oh god, I'd forgotten entirely about her father's looks. He's a stern-looking creature. Her father was the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. He had a perfect win record for 40 long years, but now he's gone from this world. Did he get like the death sentence or something, or did he die in prison? Or are they just saying he's gone because he's in jail? Is he still alive? Reminds you of a mantis? Yeah, definitely. Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me because of what happened to your father. Phoenix Wright, you will fall before me. This is a promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear? Yes, Crystal. Definitely gone from the prosecutor world. Oh yeah. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. That's right, because Manfred von Karma took him under his wing. Which is very sick when you consider that Von Karma killed Edgeworth's father. Edgeworth, come to think of it, Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well. Sam! What's up, dude? How's it going? Everything well? Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said this case has a special significance to you, because it does. And that's precisely why I'm here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better. It's probably the fever, but... Freya won the star! Nice! Well done with that jump. Nicely timed. First time as well. Good stuff. She's so openly hostile that it's almost kinda cute. Ow! Jesus Christ. No smirking. No whipping the sick. That foolish fool doing such a foolish favour for such a foolishly foolish fool. Edgeworth. Make no mistake, Phoenix Wright, I came here for one thing and one thing only, to pulverize you. Really? Negging? What? It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some cold killer X, you know. I went over the whole case file on the flight over here. You read the whole thing? Yes, every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did made it very interesting read, you know. It means they love you when they pull your pigtails? Oh, right, yeah. No, I've never bought that myself. Attempting to cross a burning bridge, did you even consider the danger? No. The only thought in my mind was I have to get across. Fool who doesn't think it's more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. What? Gumshoe said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. Maya, she's gotta be okay. I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the inner temple that night. So let's go presenting stuff. Look at my badge. Ow, Jesus Christ. We're gonna get whipped a lot here. She refuses to help us. I should have known better than to try. So maybe we don't present anything to her. Maybe we'll present herself to her. Ow. No, okay, look. Alright, we'll leave her be. She's in a bad mood. We're gonna get nothing from her. Ah! That was that was one long sigh. I thought that was a yell then. Sister Bikini? My. I didn't know you were here. How are you doing? Wow. You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well. Mystic Elise, now I think about it. There's an acolyte stuck at the inner temple, and that poor little girl has gone missing too. That little girl? You don't mean Pearls, do you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident. Pearls, she's missing. Did nobody tell Phoenix this? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? Oh my god, examine everything. Magatama. A laughably large Magatama on the altar. If I can see Psyche Locks with my tiny Magatama I've got, I can only imagine what kind of power this bad boy has under the hood. It's an altar. It looks a bit odd, but someone does a good job of taking care of it. Speaking of altars, I remember seeing one like this in Korean Village. They really do have all the spiritual power. We've read all this before. Probably the same with this. Blood Knight! Hey dude. I'm doing good, how are you? Okay, the Zabaton cushions. And then there's the Hibachi brazier, puts out a lot of heat. And it was really nice sitting there. Oh, and then there's all these scrawly bits on the wall. Spirit channeling mumbo-jumbo stuffs. I'm doing alright, thank you very much. Sorry, double question. It's fine, no problem. I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. Are you talking about your performance of the ritual, the trial today? You don't believe me, do you? I'm not a liar, I would never lie. Sounds like something a liar would say. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pulling the sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least I was until this morning. I don't see any Psyche Locks. She must be telling the truth. So why are you unsure of yourself all of a sudden? You know that artist who testified after me? I saw Iris flying, her white hood all fluttering. I felt like I might start flying myself. When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble and nothing else. If both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth, that can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the inner temple, is that correct? That's right, I'm sure it was Iris. But Iris claims she was in a room at Hazakura Temple. I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night, but because you did, Maya is stuck all by herself at the inner temple. I'm so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad. Came back not long ago after fixing something on the car. Oh, good. Well, I hope you got it fixed well. Hope it's working now. I'll bet the training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second. Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know. Earthquakes? Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall. We've got to get Maya out of there fast. But still, there's really no need to worry. The area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island. Like an island? How so? Well, the only thing on that side of the bridge is the inner temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded on all sides by rivers and forests. I see. So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. And as long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there. With Maya! It works. The connector for the lights for the trailer or cars. Oh, right. Okay, cool. That means Maya could be stuck over there with a murderer and no way of escaping either. Oh dear, yes, I suppose it does. Please, Gumshoe, get the bridge up faster. I'm curious about a few things, if you don't mind answering some questions. Oh, do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something? No. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise Dunham. I'm afraid I don't know her waist size or her bust size for that matter. It's not about that. God damn. I'm wondering why she I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training. My, you make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Mr. Khalees was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know. There, you did it again, Sister Bikini. I noticed you always refer to Miss Dunham as Mr. Khalees. Oh? Yes, now why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte. We address all our visitors as mystic. It makes their experiences feel authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know. How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? The fuck? How can this be a secret that locked up? Why is she so obsessed about the 3 magic numbers? It seems Miss Elise Dunham was no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Miss Dunham on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. It's all got to be connected somehow. The amount of fucking locks this trial is nuts, I know, right? See, there's an age question mark on her thing. She's 48. How does she know that Mr. Khalees is that age? She looks like Maya. Do you know what I'm thinking? Is that Morgan Fay? Maybe not, but... Crazy theory time. No! Why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess? Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together. Oh man. My head's throbbing so bad it's killing me. Pearls. She was with Miss Dunham on the night of the murder, remember? Face palms, that's not right then. I know, I was just throwing a crazy weird theory out there. Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing the training. I didn't see the little darling even once after we'd finished eating dinner. The murder. It didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it? Oh, God. According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either. Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. She just has to be there. Come on, Gumshoe. Tell me you'll be done soon with the repairs. Yeah, I'm thinking she's across the bridge. She might be over there. Alright, so let's talk about the hood. Well, well, well. That's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession of evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection. That's what we got last time we spoke to her. So she gave this to me on the night of the murder, but then I went and fell into the river and got this nasty fever. I thought maybe if I were to wear this hood, it'd make my fever go down faster. No, Phoenix. I don't think so. Colds and spirits have nothing to do with each other. Way to crush a man's hopes. I was wondering about this. Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachments to much of the transient material realm. So I guess you could call me an immaterial girl. Yes, that's a standard. I don't know about that. What about this? Maybe my eyes were playing tricks on me. I mean, Iris could never do such a wicked thing. But they proved it in court today, didn't they? That this sword wasn't the murder weapon. That's what they were saying, yes. The problem is, I saw it too. Yeah, you saw the sword there after the fact, posed. I'm sure that's what I saw, was this blade stabbed into Miss Dunham's body. Yes, because that was the posing. They did that after the fact. Ah, it's Mystic Elise's staff. The crystal sphere really is missing from it. But the sphere was found near the Dusky Bridge, right? Yes, even though I'm sure Mystic Elise was at Hazakura Temple the entire evening, which means her staff was taken at the very least. Okay. We don't need to talk to her about the autopsy report. Iris's testimony. Oh, okay, she won't talk about that. I was expecting to get something out of that. About this photograph. Oh yes, those are our snowmobile tracks, all right. I'd know them anywhere. But there's only one set, which means the rider went out while it was still snowing and came back after it stopped. Presumably now, potentially to bring Elisa's body back and pose it in the courtyard. That's really the only logical explanation, I suppose. Okay, so care about that. Larry's cool sketch. Honestly, it's like the end of the world. It's not a good thing, that's for sure. To think people have the gall to call this kind of scribbling by the name of art. I think it's good. Come on, huh? That's the sort of standard you need for the art these days. I could... let me start that again. If that's the sort of standard you need for the arts these days, I could be a pop diva. Sure. But what about the contents of the picture? What do you make of that? It's definitely the end of the world. This crystal sphere, it's not from the demon warding hood, but I would guess it serves a similar purpose. If it's not from a hood, then I guess it's really from Miss Dunham's staff. Look at the blood on it. Oh, poor Mystic Elise. Yeah, how did it get blood on it? Oh dear, I wonder where on earth this little girl has wandered off to. She's nowhere in the main hall, that's for sure. First I lost Maya and now Pearls. How much more pain is this going to cause me? Isn't this enough? Not to mention the fever is giving me a killer migraine. Does she know anything about Mia? I can't remember. No, she doesn't know anything about Mia. What about Maya? She's a very important visitor, you know, an honoured acolyte. She is? Do you know her or something? The Fae name is synonymous with the Korean channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed. Looks like Bikini is in the dark. She doesn't seem to know that Maya is the daughter of the master of the Korean. Yeah, and that she's the next master. What about Godot? No, you're not a coffee drinking lunatic, okay. Gumshoe. Let's just go back through all of these. What about herself? It's all my fault, isn't it? All my achy back's fault. Now Mr. Khalees is dead and the Acolyte is trapped inside the inner temple, and that poor little girl has gone missing too. I hope that's all it is. Oh dear, I've got to train to withstand more pain, don't I? How can I ever make up for this? Make up for what? For allowing harm to come to such an important person. So I was right. Miss Doonan wasn't just any old visitor here. She is an important person. She's a VIP. We need to crack those psyche locks to figure it out. Please tell me what's going to happen to poor Iris. If she was to be found guilty, well, I wouldn't accept it. But your testimony, Sister Bikini. I can't help my testimony. I saw what I saw. It's up to a pro-lawyer like you to deal with the problems like that. That might be the first honest thing a witness has actually ever said in this game. Is like, look, I told you what I saw. It's up to you to make sure that the facts lie properly. What a disgraceful young man. You've finally seen through him, huh? How could he sit there and claim he really saw what he drew in that picture? Although the portrait he did of me was rather flattering, I must say. Still, it's not like Larry to make something up that might get a woman he likes in trouble. There's more to that sketch than meets the eye, I'm sure of it. You certainly have some unusual friends, don't you, Mr. Wright? Ho ho ho, she's not a friend, trust me. Friend? She's whipped like 71 times in this trial so far. That fancy-pansy writer is one thing, but whipping the judge is just bad form. Well, do you think you could go drill that into her head for me, please? What about Edgy Poo? You must be very happy to have such a fine mentor. Mentor? No, he's a friend. Oh, you naughty devil, always the joker, aren't you? Ho ho ho. Ah, he seemed like a lovely young man. Like the kind you can always count on. Yeah, that's kind of true. It's kind of depressing how much faith she has in him, though. Alright. So, how are we going to crack this? We usually can't crack any of the psyche locks until we've looked around everywhere, so let's go to the courtyard. This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. And you know what, guys? I think actually, looking at the time, I should take a break. I do need to use the facilities. And I'm a little bit hungry, so I'm going to dive into my wrap. So, guys, let's take a quick 5-minute break here. Okay. Let me just put on some music. Yeah, that's what we're going to play. I'm going to turn that up a little bit more for you guys. That seems about right. Okay, guys, take a 5-minute break here. I'll see you very shortly. Go get up, stretch your legs, get something to drink, that kind of thing. And we'll be back soon, okay? See you soon. Hi guys, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the chilled sounds for the break. There's a bit of a difference. Get that closed off. Alrighty then. Okay, set everything back where it needs to be. There we go. Right. Let's move on. So this is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. That looks like something right there, but clearly not. The main gate's on the other side of the stone wall. The difference in elevation is about 10 feet. That's how steep the hillside is. There's also the height of the body fell according to the autopsy. It's possible that Doonan was pushed from the top of the wall. Possibly. That building up there is the main hall. It was where we were staying. It sits kind of funny because it was built on a steep slope. If you enter from the main gate side, the rooms above me are on the ground floor. Apparently Ms. Doonan was staying on the corner room. I guess that's where she was pushed from that night. They get quite a bit of snow here on Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun, they're tools for getting around. But the sled? No, that's got to be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. Yeah. The Shitty Cheeto. It's there in Mystic Amy's hand. It was proved in court today it was not the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. There are a few of these stone lanterns scattered around the courtyard. Without the city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must light them now, since Iris can't be here. And there's the staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of the Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? Not much to do other than go out to the main hall. Oh, Jesus. Hey! What was that jarring, inconsiderately loud yell? So this is where you've been keeping nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished the bridge? Yeah, I did. And I told you that I'd let you know. Well, then let's come along. Let me come along. I'll come along with you. And, sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case. What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me. Well, yeah, but oh god, Jesus Christ, two whip cracks? Whap. It's been a while, Scruffy. Oh my god. And down he goes. Sister, please leave the investigation to me. My, well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. I'm on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. Ow! What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright? Oh my god. Ow! That hurts, you know. Ow! Silence! We're gonna get into the 3 digits here if she carries on like this. I, Franziska von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation, so you will follow me. She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she? Alright, well, I guess we just go there for now. Oh, cool, look at this! That's pretty good work. I still wouldn't want to cross it, but Alrighty then, so, let's examine it. That thing looks like it's ready to collapse at least more than it did. According to Bikini Eagle, is very prone to earthquakes, which reminds me, blah, 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 blah. So that's all the same. Let's go. Oh shit, here we go. Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before. It must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick! Pearly! Yes! Oh, she's fine. Pearls! Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick! Oh. So she was over here. She snuck out to go and see Maya, probably. So you were here ever since that night? I was so lonely, I thought I was going to die. When I woke up in the morning and I saw the dusky bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone. Wait. Where's Maya? It must have been very trying for you, little girl. Ah, I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry about that. No need to worry now that I'm here. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Maya last year. Well, go get her, Pearls. Get her. Go on, get her. I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip. Oh, damn. Told. Roasted. Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong. You were so mean, I'll never forgive you. Well then. Yeah. Looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Oh, hey, ow! Ow, why with me? I didn't say anything. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Damn, it's a crime to smile now, apparently. Anyway, Pearls, weren't you with Maya? Ah! I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls? Wah, Mystic Maya! Hey, wait, Pearls? She just ran off. Ow! God damn you, woman. That was cruel, Phoenix, Wright. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was that all about, Pearls acting like that? It's giving me the creeps. I guess I'd better take another look around since we finally got a chance, especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Yeah, looks like the incinerator was used. Also, one of these cables has gone, interestingly enough. I did notice that on the map. Phoenix Wright. What? And why would you stop calling me by my full name like that? Was this once a prosperous port? A port? Yes, that metal hook is a mooring port for boats, you know. Oh, that's an anchor for one of the wires that used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire was tied to this, one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright. But I didn't say anything, I answered your question. Such a meanie. You can see the Dusky Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it? I would say it's about 20 yards. I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope or wire, huh? Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. A simple yet sound deduction, wouldn't you say so, Phoenix Wright? Unless they flew. Look at all the Buddha statues lined up along the path. Phoenix Wright, do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? No. Why don't you ask her next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. And she'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs, so please go ahead. There's a weird smell coming from the incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Oh, it's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Franziska von Karma. I seem to remember it was covered in snow and hadn't been used. There was snow on the incinerator the first time I saw it, which was the day before... well, the day of the murder, basically. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright, it's impertinent to call people by their full name. Oh my god, you hypocrite. I was only copying you. But yeah, interesting. I wonder why the incinerator was used. And only Pearls was over here on her own? The sign says in a temple. I don't know how you're reading it, but it's incomprehensible to me. Actually, I can't read it either. Feigning comprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix Wright. She looks really happy to have finally caught me in something. It's just that somebody told me what it said. I was just telling you what it says as well, for your benefit. There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though. Come now, Phoenix Wright, what are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever? That's got nothing to do with anything, and who told you that? It's a national secret. This must be the door that leads to the inner temple, where Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder. Yeah, there's a solitary room called the training hall. You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix Wright. Ow! God, you're completely out of shape. Ah. I don't know how much more of this woman I can take. Be gone and leave me alone, you witch. Is that a psyche lock? In the physical world? And look at the thing with Maya Fey. Not Maya, it was Misty Fey, sorry. The Misty Fey banner has been smeared over. Oh. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be in here training. Well, I thought she was through that cave, through the gate into the cave. That was just locked up before. It didn't have that big freaking chain and the padlock on it, if I remember. Yet it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock? That wasn't here 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off a strange vibe. Well, let's examine this first. What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright? It's a scroll, not a poster. It was a picture of a woman who's actually... A woman? I don't see any woman here, but you can kind of see her feet. There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time it was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere, it's a different smell. Yeah, what is that? It's gravy. Oh. Well, Pearls brought... Did she try and bring Maya some food? Because she took the leftover gravy and beef. Is this where she brought it? Why was it there? Did she maybe trip and fall and it splashed? What's the matter? This scroll, it's been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes, there's a very appetizing smell in the air, but gravy is a type of sauce, so when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I see. No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. Like beef, which is delicious. This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? Updated. Touch to see before and after view under the check screen. Oh, really? Oh, cool. That's interesting. Yeah. Why would anyone cover it in gravy? I can't make out what's drawn on this scroll at all. It's technically Japanese curry, but localization stuff. Oh, right. I once thought it looked a little bit yellowy coloured. I was like, it's a very light browny yellow colour, so yeah, that would be Japanese curry. Which I had the other day for dinner. I had that on Sunday with some pork. It was lovely. I'll never understand you Americans and your so-called artists. Artists? Yeah, that's exactly what this is. So let's have a look at other stuff first. And An antique dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things. What a pity, it's full of nothing but old clothes for acolytes. I thought we weren't opening it. I'm from the prosecutor's office, I can do anything. Yeah, you can do anything except stand up to a 9-year-old girl. Look at those wafer-thin mattresses. I'm sorry, Phoenix Wright, wafer-thin? Yeah, you know, thin like a wafer. In other words, uncomfortable. That's how we describe things like these mattresses. I guess you must say wafer thick or something back in Germany, right? Not about these mattresses, certainly not. This door. When I was here 2 days ago, this weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains, it's almost as if they're guarding something inside the cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains like this before. They look like the ones guarding a person's secrets during a psyche lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. What took you so long? I thought even you'd managed to get here faster than this, Mr. Trite. Oh shit, son. He's back. Prosecutor Godot. I didn't know you were here. Prosecutor? How come you didn't show up in the trial today? Huh. I could ask you the exact same question. So you fell in a river too? Huh? But I had a cold, so I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough. I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the weird mayor, Trite? Oh shit, son. You about to get a whipping. This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Huh. Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is... Hey, Philly. Ow, know your role and shut your mouth. Oh my god, we know who he is now. He's The Rock. Holy shit, it's Dwayne Johnson, you guys. I can't stand women like you. I'm only going to say this once, Lady Von Wippenberg. Go home. Oh, god damn! Don't whip me, whip him! What are you hitting me for? You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Trite. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize you've got something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Godot today. Yeah, he's doing that grin. We've never seen him do that grin before, I don't think. Or not often, anyway. Getting such a strong sense of something from behind the mask of his. Is it anger? Or is it sorrow? Seems like Robo Lawyer is a fair deal rude. Yeah, he is. He's a rude boy. A little bit sexist. No, a lot sexist. I mean, you know, probably gets that from his brother, right? Because he was also calling Mia kitten a lot. Alright. So, Chitty Chat. Why didn't you show? You had some important business and that's why you weren't in court today, huh? So what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. Don't go assuming things. Oh well, you know. I like to assume things. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You see, Trite? I've experienced something most have not. Death. Wait, is he actually what's his face? Diego? Interesting. You died? Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustments of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. So you mean that mask you wear is this ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement. And my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Yeah, we know he can't see anything that's red. That's for sure. He didn't even see the ketchup/blood stain on the apron in that case with the waitress. He was like, what? There's a blood stain on there? Wait, there's a ketchup stain on there? Look, it's red. He can't see it. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death. How is that possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, try it. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended and who ended it for me. Oh my god, it is, isn't it? Shy! Hello, sweetheart. Good morning. It is, isn't it? Diego. Oh my god. So, did he get resurrected from the dead by some spirit channel-y type of stuff? Is that where we're going with this? I finally get it, yeah. I mean, it seemed too damn ridiculous, but... Man, I mean, I always thought he was a brother. But he's not, he's actually the guy. We knew he was related once we met Diego, but still. And so if that's the case, then he's up to some spirit channel-y stuff as well. He could be involved in this, right? For all we know. I don't know. We'll see. Oh! Well, Phoenix Wright, do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed. It will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Trite? Earlier you said I've done something I can never undo. What do you mean by that exactly? The inner temple here on this side of the Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said too. And I wonder, Trite, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Missing. As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of the Dusky Bridge. Oh my. But that's impossible. She came here that night and I won't say it again. Chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where is that? The Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which we're standing at right now. Oh, we see everything. We see you. This is the only place the search party has yet to explore, so they haven't searched the cave yet, huh? Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best. No! Which means, Trite, that you sent Maya Fey to her death. Didn't exactly send her here, she came here on her own and I just accompanied her. You fool! If that's the situation, why aren't you in there right now with a search party? You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chain? Don't you have big bolt cutters or a, cutting torch? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite, once again, a woman dies because of you. Once again? What are you talking about? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all. When the last unfortunate woman died because of you, is he talking about Mia? And do you know who that was? Yeah, it was Maya Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey. How is that Phoenix's fault, though? Phoenix wasn't even involved in the circumstances leading up to that. He just took the case. Maybe the chains are a turn-on and you want to look closer at them. Oh. You killed her. No, that's not how it was. It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man, but she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that was one case I'll never forget. But I got the guy, personally. Sure, Ms. Fey's murderer was caught, but that won't bring her back. Well, no, but you were with her at the time, and you and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well then, I'd say you've learned nothing, Trite. You robbed her of her life and now you've lost her sister. You've let her sister suffer the same fate. I haven't sentenced Maya to death, no. Yeah, bow chicka bow wow. Yeah, we know your mind's always in the gutter, Merrick. But that's fine. It's fine. We don't get much higher than that here anyway, so go for it. What is this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of... I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to cut the lock open would... Well, let's just say the inner temple and the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past. Very well. Then, dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with a key? Huh. Sure. Just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock. There's no keyhole, but there is a shape of a Magatama. That's right, an interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it. Then who was it? Simple. The accused. What? Iris? When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there. Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times now as I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open the lock? I hope she gets here soon. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out. On that note, here's a joke for you. Oh yeah, I saw that one in Octo's channel. How dare you. Oh my god. Shy, do you want to ban him or shall I? Only joking. Just joking. Put the hammer down, sweetheart. There will be other opportunities. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godot? How sure are you about Maya, are you? Ban hammer! There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You simply better start praying. You better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Edgeworth? Listen up, Trite. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. Damn, that's harsh. Oh, he's pushing his luck. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix, right? That's what everyone says. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Well, that was unexpected. I don't know, should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Oh, there he is. Yeah, I guess I'd better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Ugh, my brain. This is driving me nuts. Ah! Is something troubling you, Scruffy? Please don't whip me up like that all of a sudden, sir. It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder with my whip. So what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? Hey, how did you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not? How did you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. Can't go through that little gate there, okay? Well, we just did. You mean the one that says no entry on it? I, kinda already snuck in there. Is he trying to be clever or something? So what's behind there, Scruffy? Huh? A kind of garden-like garden. A garden? Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Isn't it normally the other way around? Well, see you later. Did he spill the gravy? Did he spill the gravy? I bet he did. I bet he's the reason there's gravy all over the Misty Fae banner. Yeah. Good to know you can kid around without being banished from the premises. Exactly. I mean, we try to keep things kind of friendly here, as long as it's all respectful. That's good. So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright? Of course, what else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Exactly, yeah, we're pretty laid back except when we're not, and it's up to everybody to understand when that is. And I'm pretty sure that's not confusing at all. Perfectly fine. Oh, that's what he's talking about washing off. There's some paint. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? Ah! What are you doing back here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here. Franziska, if you please. Whip. Thank you. That's called life, right? Yeah. The paint says Maya turned around, does it? Oh, I didn't have a chance to really look at it. Interesting. Don't you know, Scruffy, a Von Karma will always show up wherever there's a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. Yes, it does, I saw it now. But... Yeah. Maya. The heck is that? Oh, you spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? Couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya. Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood. Well, there was blood on the thing. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Let's just get those two on there, there we go. You will answer all of our questions now, Scruffy, without exception. Yes, sir. Interesting. Well, we know there was blood on the orb, right? Interesting. There's also some kind of thing there. What the heck is that? Let's go around everything. So what about these? Let's do the non-important stuff first. There are a couple of torches here. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. Looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recent are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. Maya was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think these things were lit in that time, I guess. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here, and it's almost a perfect rectangle. Couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. Oh, no doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy? No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. It wasn't the police then, who did it? Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you, just between the three of us, okay? What is it? It's top secret, you can't tell anyone, got it? Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see. I was so disappointed I just picked up my mouthguard and cried all the way home. And I got into so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Uh-huh. Is that it? That's it. Ow! You deserve that. Whoever cleared away the snow must have had a reason, although I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. Interesting. This is like some kind of big lantern as well. A little lantern and a little statue. Certainly a quaint little garden. Oh. What's this huge bowl here for? Oh, I know this one. It's for, it's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over, but the ice in this bowl has been broken. That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case. Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Oh, God, idiot. Next time you're sleepy, you only need to come to me. Got it? She'll wake you up. Interesting. So what is this? It's like a little charm, yeah. There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. Not part of the hoods, is it? I don't think so. Why do I feel like I've seen that somewhere before? It's also got the Fey Magatama crest thing. That weird, like the shape of the Magatama with all the like dots and the swirly bits coming off of it is apparently the Fey logo. Because it's on the top there, look, as well. That's supposed to be the Fey logo. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it too. Apparently it belonged to the victim, to Miss Elise Dunham. So I had a thought earlier and I didn't bother mentioning it until now. Is she Misty Fey? I know I said Morgan Fey before, but now, is it Misty Fey? Oh my goodness. Is it Mia's mom? Mia and Maya's mom? Maybe. I mean, if it belonged to her, why would it have that crest on it? If she wasn't a Fey. The plot doth thicken indeed. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and on the charm match exactly. So it got cut off, so she was here. This little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Worn by Elise Dunham, found in the garden of the inner temple. So she was here. So my thoughts that Elise came across the bridge, maybe even brought Maya with her, brought Pearl with her, are starting to look more likely now. How's the Inner Temple investigation coming? We have the best forensic team in the world working the place. Forensic team? And what was the outcome of this scientific study? Nothing scientifically speaking. The place is as clean as a whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Plant some evidence, is what she's saying. Oh, well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern and the surrounding area is not covered in snow, correct? They look kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... it's hard to say, actually. I guess I'd better look into that myself. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet? Yes, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her, but there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of the Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. We'll have to wait, since she's the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowning. Wow, sounds pleasant. Maya, so these letters are written in blood? Yep. What's worse is, it's the victim's blood. Huh? This is Miss Dunham's blood. We found the scene of the crime, guys. This is where she was stabbed. And maybe she was writing the name of the killer, or just a note. But that's why the snow would have been cleared away, because there would have been potentially some flecks of blood in the snow, right? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal. Most interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down. You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer, the result of my own special gumshoe investigation. Really, do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. Really, Gumshoe? That's all you got? I was personally thinking that the victim was slumped over the top of the lantern. But I don't know. The only reason why it would be upside down is if the victim was upside down. But it's very big. I mean, come on. Might not be very likely. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Dunham wrote these letters herself in her own blood. You must be joking. That's impossible. From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Dunham's murder. She was just hanging out and then she got killed. How dare they? Oh, how dare you with that? How dare you? Also, it hasn't escaped my attention there's a broom over there, and we do have a mystery about somebody flying. Haha. Yes. Now we know how. They flew on the broom, obviously. At least that's our current theory of how events took place, pal. What? So, Miss Dunham was killed here. However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard in the main temple was... Or what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? A staging of the scene of a crime. What? Ow! Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no? But wait a sec. The blood writing and all the other clues here, someone could have easily set all that up after the murder, right? Possibly. But the fact that we found the orb on its way back... Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible, that too. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out. Good point. I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have painted all this stuff here, pal. Can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. Should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. No! That's tampering with evidence, dude! If this really was the scene of the crime, then I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. Do you know anything about this scroll detective? Well, I know it smells great. Yeah, it's just the kind of weather for some steaming mashed potatoes and gravy. I really love all that stuff too. Oh, Jesus. Have you nothing else to say about this than your inane ramblings about gravy? Not really. Let's leave it at that, okay? That staff belonged to the victim, yeah, and apart from the crystal missing on top, there's nothing wrong with it. Oh, I just remembered something important. This is just between us, okay? Is it going to have anything to do with the case, Detective? Well, no, but it's really... then I'm not interested. Yes, sir. We don't need to hear about your sad life. Okay, he doesn't care about that. I know. He doesn't care about the tracks photo. What do you make of this? Really gruesome. All I gotta say is that the killer is messed up in the head. But it turns out the Shitty Cheeto wasn't even the murder weapon. So then why would someone stab the victim like that? That's the mystery we're here to solve. Larry's sketch. It was like a circus day in court, all thanks to this little sketch. At the risk of repeating myself, you really ought to choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright. Okay, I know Larry's a bit out there, but he genuinely wants to help out Iris, I'm sure of that. He wouldn't have produced this for no good reason. You're nothing more than a marshmallow on the inside. The both of you.